The Nationalists didn't accept the result from day one as Nat rivals call out the party's changing goalposts and Humza Yousaf's de facto referendum plans. Ian Blackford has chosen to mark the 9-year anniversary of the failed Yes attempt to break up the UK by branding it unfinished business. Meanwhile, his rivals are set to gather for a night of quizzes and story shares. On September 18, 2014, Scots held their breath for the result of months of intense campaigning, believing their vote would settle the issue that had divided the country. Almost a decade on, and the issue for many feels as dominating as ever, even more so with confirmation that the Nats plan on turning the upcoming general election into a de facto rerun of their 2014 loss. Mr. Blackford said, "It is exactly 9 years since the referendum in 2014. It is unfinished business. The journey to independence will be delivered. We can reflect on the positive campaign we ran in Skye, Raasay and Lochalsh and the yes majority we had here." The soon-to-be former MP has been told it's very much finished business given his decision to step down. His rivals at Scotland Matters said, "A few months ago he woke up, smelled the Indy is dead coffee and jumped ship by resigning as an SNP MP." The Active Unionist campaign group will be joined by Barney Crockett, a former Lord Provost of Aberdeen and former Labour Party member, for a social night in the North East. Alan Sutherland from the group told the Scottish Express that Mr. Blackford's looming departure removes one of their most unpopular politicians from the fray. However, Stephen Flynn is doing an excellent job of humiliating Scotland every time he gets up to speak in Westminster. My Blackford has said that he will remain in the campaign, and at one stage he hinted at a Holyrood seat. Mr. Sutherland said of their no-vote night, "The title of the evening is in 2014 they lost the referendum. In 2023 they've lost the plot," inspired by Humza Yousaf's latest defuncto referendum wheeze. Pamela Nash, Chief Executive of Scotland in Union, responded to Mr. Blackford's comments. She said, "As part of the UK we have the tools to build a brighter future for every community in every nation and region. Sadly, the SNP in government does not always use them. The period since the referendum has been marked by relentless SNP attempts to divide friends and families. The Nationalists didn't accept the result from day one. SNP politicians have systematically damaged every public service they are in charge of as their focus lies elsewhere. Humza Yousaf is spending his time dreaming up new constitutional wheezes, and the latest is a new version of his so-called de facto referendum at the next UK general election. The changing goalposts are nothing but a reflection of the SNP's worsening poll ratings, with Scots increasingly fed up with the government's poor handling of public services and the economy. It's time for the people's priorities, not the SNP's.